now it reached a point. Now I thought of killing myself. For me, I'm like, why should I live? No one understands me. I think enough is enough.
Hello guys, welcome to Gerald Empire Show, and thank you so much for your continued support, and thank you even for watching my videos each and every time I get to post them. And my name is Gerald Irungu, and I have a guest today who will be sharing to us how she was able to really overcome depression for some time, and what she has been able to do actually to be able to be out of such a bad situation. And I kindly also request each and everyone who is watching this video for the first time, and probably you have not subscribed, kindly consider doing that because that means a lot to us. And also remember to leave a comment on this video. Tell us anything that you feel may be able to really enhance even our video, or maybe the kind of content that we bring. And now, without further ado, I would want to invite our guest to introduce herself to us. Kindly introduce yourself to us.
Thank you so much, Gerald, for having me today. I'm Cecilia Ndinda, Kenyan by birth, from Machakos County. Yeah, and currently I'm a student at Tangaza, doing a degree in leadership and management, specializing on human resource management. Yeah, maybe with time you'll get to know the reason as to why I chose to specialize on human resource management.
Wow,
Yes.
wow, Cecilia, thank you for that introduction.
Yeah.
And I know I've gotten an opportunity to hear part of your story, and I would now want you to maybe probably now get to share it to my fans, my supporters out there, so that at least they get to hear your story. You can start anywhere, like as long as the story flow.
Okay.
Story is yours, and I know by the end of this story probably people will get to learn one or two things about your life. Karibu sana.
It is true. By the way, when it comes to my story, I tend to be very generous because I've gone through so much stuff, and I wouldn't like to see anyone going through what I went through. Maybe I would say it's because of lack of knowledge, or I was a little bit timid, and the stage that I am right now, at some point I do regret and say that I wish I knew what I know right now. Maybe it would have been better. Maybe to begin with, and for us to have a good flow, is that I come from a family of 5. Of course, a single mother. We are 5 siblings. I'm the last born in the family. And I would say that my childhood was so good. In fact, I happen to be the last born. Watoto wa menopause. So once you come at that period, no one was expecting you, so the love and everything, even the attention, is on you. So I can really say that my childhood was good. I went to the best schools ever, from primary, boarding school, secondary school, a mission school, a girls school, and the experience was awesome. And again, the reason as to why I thought it would have been good for me to start by sharing maybe the background of my education is that I believe it really formed me, and it has made me to realize the best part of me, because I remember when it comes to leadership and also some aspects of my personality, it started from high school, primary school. I got empowered, and this is how I got to know that, oh, kumbe I can make a good leader. Because from primary school I was an head girl, I did well. Then in secondary school, in as early as in Form 2. I was a dom prefect. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Then in YCS, ni venye tu nilikuwa na kanyagia. In YCS also they were seen a potential leader, but I was not ready, until now. When I was in Form 3 going to Form 4, they chose me to be their YCS leader. From school, the school level to zone level. I don't know nowadays what they call them, but zone is like a division, and then diocese as a vice chair of YCS leaders in Kitui. So I really had a very good exposure when it comes to leadership and all that. But I can really say that my being in primary school, being in a mission school, which was generally in the parish, in fact in my locality, it also contributed a lot, and then I grew up being an outspoken girl, growing up in the midst of big people. I think somehow you tend to mature early. I tend to think so. Yeah, and life was good. And for me, as I was a little girl, I was always contemplating of becoming a religious sister. So just from high school, I think I had one year out, but much of the time for me I was only thinking of religious life. So I didn't have this mind of from high school, maybe college and all this. For me, I was thinking of religious, of which is a good thing. Yeah, and I started my journey of looking for a good congregation. This thing is just like when a young lady feels that you want to get married or you want to settle, you start dating. You have to look. This is the kind of the man I want. Of course, you will be embarrassed if you take someone who is not decent, so you have to strive and ensure that you get for the best man ever, with good qualities and all that. So it's just the same with religious life. I was out looking. I went we do call them come and see. Just come and see, and you see if you are good, or if you see whether you are happy with the kind of the life, and then the rest is there. You start the journey of formation. Yeah, so 2013, I think I visited around 3 or 4 congregations, and then late 2013, one of my friends got to connect me with a good congregation, and when I got the brochure of the congregation, I was happy. I was like, tick, tick, tick. Wow. So for me, I was set. So now from 2014 April, I started now the journey. We do call it an encounter. You are in is it active communication with one sister who is journeying with you, who is preparing you to join the congregation. So yeah, 2014 I started going for 1 week seminar. I was okay, I was happy. Then after that, in July, I went for another 1 month experience, and this time round it was a little bit tough, but I was good with it. You are exposed much in the apostolate, or what the sisters engaged themselves with. I remember we started with the hospital. I had never worked in any hospital, just helping, talking to the patients. If you meet with people are so naughty, people are so arrogant. I remember I want to become a sister, so the little me would be good, kind, and all that. I'm not saying that I'm not that, but anyway, yeah. So it ended up like that until now. I joined the same December 2014. I joined, but we were received in Hali. I think it was either 2nd January 2015. So I started my journey. That January, basically, I started my formation. Yeah, it's a serious stage, because we are meeting different people with different background. People are wounded differently. So at first there is this commotion and all that, but with time, you get to know each other. You become sisters. You build a special bond and all that. Yeah, life was good. In fact, I'm really happy, and I do appreciate each and every time little sisters of St. Therese of the Child Jesus. yeah, it's an Italian congregation, but
Mhm.
it's also based here in Kenya.
Mhm.
They are good sisters. They took good care of me
Mhm.
from just a little girl who,
Mhm.
from high school, primary, high school, just a simple lady.
Mhm.
Until now, I started my journey. So much exposure,
Mhm.
the right exposure, know
Mhm.
about life and all that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then, okay, I went up until to the almost the last stage. That was
Mhm.
a novice.
Mhm.
It's normally it's an intense stage. This
Mhm.
is where you get more attached. I mean, you get more to get to know more about you, prayer
Mhm.
life. You intensify prayer life and all that. Went up to the fourth year,
Mhm.
2015, yeah, to 2019. That was the fourth, let's say fourth year, you know,
Mhm.
as a novice.
Mhm.
Novitiate is it's a very important stage,
Mhm.
and mostly to religious life.
Mhm.
Everyone who is aspiring to become a consecrated person or a religious, you have to pass through this stage,
Mhm.
novitiate.
Mhm.
This is whereby you intensify your prayer life. You get to be more in touch with yourself. You get to know more about you as you prepare to take vows.
Ah, okay.
No,
Now
yes,
vows
to relate,
to
yeah,
become now a
exactly.
Catholic nun, a
Not
sister
really a
or
nun. You
sister.
see, this is where you confuse. Not
Ah.
a nun. Nuns are, they live in cloistered or monasteries. They never come out.
Oh, okay.
They are nuns and monks. So
Ah,
these
okay.
people, they don't interact with us.
Uh-huh.
But sisters or sisters are, they are out.
Oh,
Most of their
no,
mission,
the one that you
yeah,
normally see.
like the
Ah,
ones
okay.
you
Ah,
meet in
okay.
Tangaza.
Ah.
No, those are nuns,
Oh, wow, wow.
sisters. Sorry,
Wow, thank you
but
for
nuns,
educating me.
nuns never. Their work is only to pray. No,
Ah, okay.
so yeah, I wanted to become a sister.
Okay.
So yeah, so at this stage, I felt I was not ready.
Mm-hmm.
No, I guess maybe I was just a little lady.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a young girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see this transition from high school to the religious life. I wasn't prepared, and there was also much which was happening with me. I think I was in crisis. It happens when you are growing. Am I sure? Do you mean really I want to become a sister? Am I really sure of this thing? So I felt, no, let me stop, let me take a break. So I requested to come out, and yeah, I got good help. No, I, after today, I never regret. In fact, I would say that my transition was one of the best. I never regret and say I wish I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I find myself maybe in future in another congregation, I wouldn't say that I wish I knew. I wish I didn't take a break and all that. I really appreciate it. But you see, most of the time, never complain when you find maybe you need some time to relax and think or retrieve and all that. You never know, maybe it's of good purpose. Yeah, the sisters really prepared me, and I would say that this is how now, after coming out, no, it was okay, it wasn't that easy. No, one, the family was expecting a sister, to have a religious sister. Then I've decided to come out, and also the society is there. No,
They're judging you.
they are judging me. Oh, she chose to come out because she knew alijua wanaume. Oh, she did this. Oh, she did that. Just continue laughing, and these things do happen. And by the way, I've seen so many people. By the way, there are so many people here who are out. Maybe they were invited. When I mean invited, they were requested to leave the congregation, or they chose to leave, just like me. So I've seen there are so many people, my friend, most priests. Anyway, they've not sent me to talk on their behalf, but this is what I have observed. You know, for this period that I've been out, I've seen so many of them who are so bitter, and majority of them, guess the reason is why they are so bitter. It's because the society doesn't accept them. You people, you victimize us. Yes, you victimize us.
So
You
we
want
judge
to,
you.
you want to make us how useless we are, how maybe judge or cast we are. You see, there are so many, I don't know, it's notions or what. So I came out, and this didn't spare me. neither.
So the same happened to you.
Oh, of course, and this is the source of all the trauma, I mean stress and all that, because no one is ready until something happens to you.
So Cecilia, now you are out of the congregation, you are now maybe back to a rural place, and the community is not accepting you. So how did you slowly now start getting into depression?
Yeah, so this is how it happened. When I went home, of course my mom was aware. It was really tough for her, at some she accepted me, yes, but for me, I do understand it was just because of the society and all that. Because even it was just the other day I was sharing with her and I was asking her, she was laughing and smiling and saying, oh, look, the kind of a woman you've become. I didn't expect this, no? Like she was so happy to see the progress that I've made in life. So she told me at some point, there were days I never used to sleep. And I'm like, why? Because there was so much people, and for me I knew, of course, hawa mama wa rika yake wa kanisa wanamwambia alikuwa anaringa, alikuwa sijui msichana wake, now she's out,
sasa kimeumana,
msichana wake ametoka shirika, tutaona, you see all those sorts of nonsense. So now you see, now if people are projecting, okay, people are talking all this and that, at some point I understand my mom. So it was not easy. So for us, she would be like, no, please go back, please go back. And for me, I'm like, no, I'm not willing to go back. No, I need some time out, I need to study. And I also it happened that by this time she had retired, she was not working. And so I could see there are no chances of me being in school, not unless it's a miracle. And yes, I've seen there are miracles. People pray and trust, no? So I pushed until I told my mom, you know what, mom, I'm not going back until I go back to school. I want to study. You see, I just went direct to the convent. I had no papers, I had nothing. I just want to take some time out. So I couldn't stay at home anymore. The pressure was too much, until it reached a point some people would ask me, hey, when are you going back? Are you not going back? I'm like, seriously? This is not your business, no? When I was going, I didn't request any permission, or I didn't tell you to recommend me. It was out of my own will. So now when I'm back,
you want
in fact, you should pray for me, no? So I had to at some point I had to tell Christians, you see, I'm back until further notice. Pray for me. So with the time, I don't know how they got to know. Okay, of course they had to know, because they were used to seeing me maybe coming home for 1 month or 2 weeks.
Then you're back.
Yes, and then I'm back. Of course they knew this one is back, and of course gossip moshene hapa. Oh, she did this. Oh, she did that.
Amefukuzwa.
Oh, she did ameolewa. So many stories. So many people will love to talk, and people must talk. And then I wonder, I'm still here and I'm not yet married. I'm not even sure whether I want to get married. Anyway, sorry for another day. So for me the pressure was too much. Until I had to, in fact, I remember 2019, the Easter Triduum, for for those who are Christians, for those who are staunch Catholics, they know what it is. That is the way of cross, Holy Thursday, Good Friday and all that. Me, I didn't go. In fact, at that time I didn't want to hear anything or anyone talking to me about church. I was at home. This is now where I started sinking to depression, because I'm like, okay, these people they were celebrating me. Now when I really need them,
they're not there.
If you go out, everyone is like, look. So I started retrieving back. Okay, for me, I thought I was strong, and for me, my idea was to be in school. So someone connected me to a community where I would go and stay and maybe think about it, whether whatever decision I made was good, or And then if I'm ready maybe to go back, I choose, and wherever I was, they were ready to receive me. So I went. It was a home for old people. I stayed there with them for around 4 or 5 months with them, and they were so happy, you know. And you see, at this time, I never wanted to tell people who I am. So at some point they will ask me, "Are you a sister? Have you ever tried to be a sister?" And I'm like, no. See, because this thing, I don't want to associate myself with it anymore, because it's putting me down. No,
yeah, it is the source of your
my life.
depression.
Yes, my life is in
In a
crisis.
mess.
So I stayed there, and when the purpose of going to this place was, one, to get bearing, two, to pray and get a miracle for me to get a school. I mean, to get a chance to be in school. Of course, getting a school was not an issue. The issue was now getting the fee to be in school and all that. So with the graces of God, I managed to get a scholarship, and that's how I ended up in Tangaza. I got a scholarship. I started my studies back in 2020, and the rest is story. But now when I came to Tangaza, you see, at some point I was living alone. I wasn't living with my close relatives and all that, just for the purpose of studies. And then I noted that people were not understanding me. You see, it really hurts you when people have to remind you each and every day. You wanted to become this and this. You're going to be cast. See, for me, I'm like, why should I be cast? And I didn't do. I never did anything that would make me.
It was just a decision. It was just a decision you made.
Exactly. So why are you judging me? No, this is my life. I just want to be out, relax, and study. You don't have to tell me do this and that. So pole I started now sinking into depression. Mind you, from my childhood and all that, I was with people. I was all surrounded with people, good love and all this. But now no one is understanding me. The people whom you try maybe to get closer to, for them to understand you, some even you get to know these people are not genuine. Like inafika mahali unaona huyu anaona huyu, like someone huyu, I have to use her, all this and that. So for me now, I was like, Linda, I'm no longer I should not trust anyone. I should not trust anyone. Things here out here, things are not good and all that. I was feeling so much unsafe, even with the trusted people. Yeah, so pole now, that's how depression started. Because now if maybe from your closest people, if they are not supporting you, they are not telling you do this, it shall be good. Everyone is like, I told you, go back, hiki tunafanya hii masomo, this is useless. My friend, at some point we are like, okay, even if you are strong, you are like, okay, maybe whatever they're telling me is true. Maybe
you start even questioning yourself now. So now I started getting depressed, my dear. It got even to a point whereby now, until I got to know this is not the same me. One, I became a loner. One thing is that I know with me, I'm a very social person, very outgoing, very talkative. For me, I can't close myself, or I think I talk more than so it reached a point I became a loner. I would prefer being in my room for a day, 1 week, even a month. Just staying in your room?
In my cube.
What are you doing in your room? Are you maybe reading or maybe watching something?
No. Most of the time, I'm thinking more of, you see, when people throw all these sorts of words, even if you pretend that you've not heard whatever they're saying, it will stick in your mind.
Yeah, in a way.
So, I would be reflecting, and all those sounds, you can imagine, they're all over in my mind. So, I would be like, nalia, crying. When I'm tired, I sleep. And the longest time I would sleep, I guess it was 2 hours. 2 hours. I cry until I'm tired. You see, venye una mtoto akilia venye unambembelezanga kanalala. And then after maybe some time, for me I would call it a nap. So this is what used to happen. I would cry, sleep, wake up, cry. Do you know, even eating, I used to kukula ama cooking, when I feel now, if Dinda, if you don't cook right now, you're going to die. Yes, I would maybe survive a day without eating, or maybe one meal, and it's not even a meal, maybe just some chele labda ina chumvi ina mafuta, nasi ati sina, but for me I just want to fill my stomach. I don't mind the kind of food at this time is this food is delicious, juice tasty. For me it's just for my stomach to be okay, iache kunisumbua, so that I cry, think and sleep.
And maybe while at that state, did you ever maybe think of maybe something nasty? Because I know when people are depressed, even others think of even maybe taking their lives, doing all sort of nasty things. Maybe did it reach at a point whereby, hey, imezidi sasa, you just want to hata maybe hata kujiua nini vitu kama hizo?
Yeah, it reached. Remember I told you it started by retrieving from other people. People would call me and tell me, Ndinda, let's go this and that, and then I'm like, okay, sawa tutaenda. Then all of a sudden I'm like, no, I don't. I would prefer being in my cube, no? Then it ended up to a point whereby I don't want to eat. No, this is abnormality. It's not normal. So okay, now it reached a point. You see, a normal person will take care of himself or herself. You will cook. You will ensure that you take enough rest. No,
take a shower.
Mind about your dressing,
exactly,
and all that. Yeah. Depression is something different.
Unajisahau.
Hey, my friend. Hata ushunguliki. You are, in fact, ni mwili tu. It's only your body. Do you know, it reached a point. Me, I would stay for a week. I'm not taking shower. I'm okay. Okay, I'm not okay mentally, but for me, I'm okay.
Yeah.
No, can you imagine a whole week we're not taking a shower, you're not talking with anyone? Yeah, and you're there. You cry. So of course, at this point now, it reached a point. Now I thought of killing myself. For me, I'm like, why should I live? No one understands me. No, I think enough is enough. No, yeah, there were so many occasions whereby
you tried taking
I
your life.
thought of killing myself. I even thought of, why should I live? And I tried it twice. No, I tried it twice. Yeah, just throwing, kujirusha kwa barabara nigongwe na gari and all that. But you know what? I survived. No, I survived because each and every time I thought of doing it, someone would like kuja ananishika, what is it? Are you okay? And I would just cry, no? So like mtu ataelewa this person is not okay, no? Because I remember the first time I tried it, it was in super highway, that is Thika. Yeah. Then the other time I tried it, it was along Langata, no? And I survived. Now that's when now I thought no, things are not okay. And I said, okay, let me go and talk maybe to someone who might think
can help you,
can understand me, because I feel no one understands me, no? So yeah, I talked to one guy from the same place, but he's also a religious. In fact, he's a Salesian. He's a good friend of mine. I talked to him and told him, yo bro, and mind you, I used to talk to this person like he would call me sasa unanilaje, but for me I would hurt. I'm okay, no, because it reached a point I'm like, I don't know who is who, because
you fear you
just fear,
everybody.
yeah, you don't want to. So I told this brother, bro, I'm having issues, I'm depressed, I feel I need help. And then he told me, you see, okay, that's a sensitive matter, and then let me connect to someone, a priest who can help you, someone who will talk to you, and you start maybe your therapy, and please ensure that you get help. And that's how I started now my
Wow.
therapy
Mhm.
for depression.
Mhm.
I didn't know that it was that serious until now. This guy noted that this lady is not okay.
Mhm.
So he went to send me to hospital. I got some medication.
Mhm.
I was able to, my system was able to function well. I
Mhm.
told you I never used to sleep. I would sleep maybe 1 hour and it's
The
okay.
sleep
Yeah,
disappears.
yeah. Then I can't concentrate, no. Every time, my friend, so much anxiety and all that. So I got medication, pole pole. My body started picking up, and then I also end to defer my studies because you can't consider
Yeah,
if you're
definitely.
on such
Definitely. Yeah.
you can't. So I had to defer one semester, one full semester I deferred, and then I managed to get a very good community. They accepted to stay with me. I was more much engaged in that community, and like where I used to stay, whereby I was so alone. It's me and my cube and maybe laptop, but laptop nothing, like hakuna kitu ya maana nafanya nayo ama simu and all that. Yeah, so I got engaged with activities here and there until now, pole pole with therapy, 12 weeks of sessions.
Wow.
I got now to handle these issues, no? I had to sit down and analyze, this is the problem. What's your problem? My problem is what people are saying, or people talk and all that. Then at the end of the day, you sit down, okay, so this is what people are saying. Who are you? And what's your purpose on this world? So now until I was able to stretch all this, I managed to overcome
The depression.
depression.
Now, Cecilia, thank you so much for actually giving us your story and really making us understand what depression is all about and how you went through and probably the recovering part of it. Now, maybe a quick question. Are you do you feel to date like you are out of depression? Like, are you better? Are you a little bit better compared to what was happening to you maybe some weeks ago?
Yeah, I would say that right now I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to manage each and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't say that I'm strong enough to overcome each and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, sometimes I find myself breaking up, you know, when maybe I meet some challenges or I meet someone says this and that. Of course, as a human being, I break down, but at this level, I'm able to know who is Cecilia and what do you want to do with your life when I'm no more. What will the people remember me about Cecilia? What legacy do I want to leave? You know? Yeah, I would say that okay, yeah, I'm done with the first session of depression and the mostly what was eating me up. But time to time, I also consult people. Yeah, and also I'm planning to start another therapy more on relationship, no, on how to relate with people. You see, this is another sensitive issue. Also, you need to be very keen, get to know how to relate with people, no, because if you allow yourself to be so much unfenced, people are going to mess up with you, no,
Sure.
and they won't mind about your feelings and all that.
Sure.
So you need to know how you should protect yourself and how to tighten your cycle, you know, to ensure that you have the right people within you, people whom you know. For instance, if it's you, Gerald, I know maybe when I have crisis, maybe with job, I can come to you, and you are the best person who are going to direct me. When it comes to family, maybe this is the best person.
Yeah, sure.
When it comes with education, this is the best person. This person can mentor me. All this. And unlike the other days, I used to have a crowd of people, no?
But
This
no one can help you.
Exactly. When you are on crisis, everyone is like,
yeah, you are on your own.
yeah. So I would say that don't say that you are immune. Never say that you are immune on depression. And each and every time you need to keep on checking on your mental status and all that. If you feel something is not working, go and consult someone who can help you. If you feel you are depressed, please don't die, don't kill yourself. Just look for someone who can help you overcome the situation.
And Cecilia, as we wind up, and because Gerald Empire Show is all about inspiring, motivating, and even educating people, what would you want maybe our viewers, our supporters, our subscribers, maybe watching this show, maybe what would you want maybe to advise them, maybe enlighten them on? Just tell them anything, because you know the problem that you have gone through is a common problem nowadays in Kenya because of different issues people are facing, and of course people adopting different ways of dealing with the problem, and others getting it wrong. So maybe what one advice maybe would you maybe want to tell people out there that probably have gone through a similar situation, or maybe they are in that same situation that you are in?
Okay, one is to tell people that whenever you doubt your process, don't be afraid of retrieving or retreating. Be it in your business, family life, maybe you're married and things are not working out. Don't be afraid of what people will say. Oh, if I if I quit, or if maybe I take some time, maybe we're having issues with my husband, or things are not working out, and you feel that maybe you need some space or you need some break. You are afraid, oh, maybe I'm going to lose my marriage, or people will say this. Even to the young people, maybe if you are finding it hard to identify yourself, don't shy off, maybe to take a break and think or be sure of what you want with life, because people out here will talk no matter what. People will always find reasons to criticize you. So please learn to take care of yourself, learn to love yourself, learn to control your life and everything. So don't be afraid to take a rest, no matter which situation you are. Even if it's I don't know how I can say, but if you feel things are too tough for you, it's good and it's healthy, to take a rest and say, you know what, for now, let me rest. Maybe with time, I will think about this. If it's not working, then leave it and start afresh. In fact, when you start again, you won't be a fresher. You will have gained some skills and knowledge from your previous challenge.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much, Cecilia, and thank you even for accepting to give us your story, because out of your story, I can tell you so many people out there will be inspired. And I like the fact that you have winded up by saying that people should actually just know that not everyone out there could be maybe thinking good about them. People will always have different ways of maybe frustrating somebody, but what matters is your personal, like you just need to understand yourself. You just need to know which button you press maybe when you're in a particular problem, and that is what is actually needed. And I fully agree with your statement there. So thank you so much for your sharing of this story. And also fan out there, kindly continue liking, commenting and sharing, and also subscribing to Gerald Empire Show. As I promised, I will keep on bringing stories that have in a way like inspire you, motivate you, and even educate you. And I'm just very happy with today's guest, and just the way she has actually shared her story. I've also been motivated by her story, and moving forward, I know what to do maybe when I encounter a similar situation, because we all need to support one another in different, in big or little way that we may know, because we just need to make sure that our society is safe and good for everyone. So until our next episode is a wrap from us here, and thank you so much for watching this video. Asanteni sana. Bye until our next video.